Hello, I'm First Lieutenant Dan Alexander, and I'm going to teach you the way that I do boot shining today. So, give me a second to lower this down so you can see what I'm doing here. Alrighty. Move that back a little bit. Alright, there we go. So, first thing that I like to do is you have your boot, and what I like to do first is buff it out because there's going to be a bunch of dust on there, if you can see. So I use the horsehair brush. So go around, scrape it off, kinda. You're gonna do a little circular motion. Try to get all the dust and grime and any sort of nasty thing that got in there while you were wearing it last time. Get that out of there. And you can also use a cloth. So take a cloth and buff it out a bit to get any sort of nastiness out of there. And you say, look, it looks a lot cleaner already. And then first thing you're gonna do for the actual shining after that is, so you take your cloth, go to a part that's clean, because I like to, use it like so. So find your area that's clean for one finger. I like to use the pointer on my right hand. Depends which hand you're dominant on for doing this. I'm lefty in other things, but righty in this, but figure it out. And then I like to wrap it around with the clean part so that my hand doesn't get all nasty. And then we take our shoe shine. So I use Kiwi polish. It's the main brand. Some people want to use Parade Shine, but you don't need to do that. That stuff's expensive, and it's just unnecessary. Maybe you want to do it if you have like an inspection that you want to prepare for really well, or you really care about your shine for that one day. Maybe it's good for that, but otherwise, like what I have right here, I've done this all with this normal shine. So the Parade stuff is not necessary. So you get this good, kind of get around so that you have a decent bit on there. And then what I like to do is kind of lob it on and then pull it off. So what you have on there is a thin coat, but it's intense throughout. It's dense throughout, or the language I mean. All right, so make sure it's nice and taut. And then I like to spit shine, so just a little bit of spit, just that much, about a dime's amount, not too much, because too much can make it worse. And then grab it and do circular motions. So I like to very first start off, go all the way around, just get that larger glob of shine all the way around it, and you'll notice that I'm maintaining the circular motion of the finger the entire time. So I'm gonna go around, kind of get it all the way around so that it's all on there, and the liquid of your spit, or if you use water, is everywhere. And then just keep on circling like this. Maintain that circular motion, and it'll eventually start to really shine. And I know I use spit. Some people like to use water, but I like to use spit because there's the stuff in your spit that's helpful for digestion. When you're eating food, it helps break down stuff in your mouth. So it also helps break down the leather so that it accepts the shine, which is what makes it waterproof, which is a part of why we shine our shoes, so that they're waterproof. Yeah, so you just gotta keep on going, keep on circling. And yeah, you'll start to see that the streaks start to disappear. I don't know if you can see it very well, but for me, I can see that the streaks are starting to disappear. And it's kind of a perspective thing, depending on how the light hits it and all. And also, the camera is not always perfect, what camera is. Yeah, so just keep on going. Keep on circling it. And I think I did a pretty good job of the amount of spit to polish ratio I did today. Sometimes I'm not as good at it. So, sometimes you have to spit a little more right after, before you get that last final gleam with very few streak marks. But it doesn't always work that way. So you just gotta keep on going, keep on circling it. And you do really want to focus on the on top part, because right up here, because that's where, you know, people would look down and see it. And when you check down to see, oh, are my shoes still shiny and all, that's where you would see. You know, it's also good to get the sides part as well nice and shiny. Try to get as much as you can. And I think I'm almost good right there. So yeah, that one doesn't require me to do a second load of or second coat of polish. Yeah, looks all right. You can see nice and shiny. So that's the method that I use. My dad taught me that, except he would use water. He would just put water in the top of his Kiwi Shine, and then to take the finger and dab it in water that was in the top, and then use that, and then have that on. I have this wet, and then grab a little bit of the shine and use that. But I use the Spit Shine, and I think it works better. You know, the results speak for themselves. And I've been doing this since like a year and a half now, because it's about back then my shoes got all all the shine got completely scraped off from when we did a hike type thing, and it rained and all, so they got completely, I scraped it off because it was completely untenable. Like, it had a bunch of scrapes in it, like these that you can see right there. Yeah, it's like those, they're not desirable, and there was too much of it, and it was so deep that it was just better to completely scrape it off. But yeah, as you can see right here, these, it seemed to have gotten all the way down, but it has gotten better. Like, you can see you can see it there now. So just, you know, you just have to keep on doing. As I said, I've given this so many coats. I always shine it at least once after I wear it. So, like, for instance, when I came in with these, they had just been worn one time. Like, this is what my other pair looks like, just worn once. You can see kind of the dust and stuff, but it does have a decent base of shine. So after you've been shining it for a long time, they develop a base, and they're gonna be better, and they're not gonna be as nasty all the time. So, you know, it's all a lot of that hard work, and you'll get there to having shiny boots like so. But also be aware that some boots just don't shine as well, or at least, like, they don't accept the shine as well. For example, my second pair of boots, like, as you can see, they look shiny, but they don't accept it as well. Like right here, it just flakes off. And I spent a decent bit of time shining in the back here. Like, you can see they look kind of good, but the shine just is not what it is on here. Like, you can see that the shine is much better than any of this shine. So yeah, and just other shoes, like, I remember being told someone had plastic in the toe, and the way it was like fake leather or something. It just doesn't work as well. So you gotta be aware. You gotta prioritize where you shine. Like, as I said with this, when you walk, it crinkles up, so there's just no point to shine up here. Maybe do it once in a while, or, you know, like, at least clean it out if it ever gets dirt in there, or maybe, you know, put in shine once just to, you know, make it not look nasty. But like, same back here. I remember during the lockdowns with COVID in 2020, I would shine these all the time because it was just something to do, and I was bored. And I got this like as shiny as this almost, and, you know, especially here. But then just wearing it, it just completely scuffs off, and it's just not worth it. Maybe if you really care to shine it every time, but I mean, it's just not worth it. So don't put it into it if it's a lost cause. Or like up here, like, this stuff is just, it's just gonna flake off. So, you know, be reasonable, and don't yell at yourself for not having shined it back there, and then also don't yell at other people for not having shined their entire boot, and be like, oh, the only part of your shoes that are shiny is your toe. I'm like, yeah, as I said, you just can't shine these parts. So be aware. If you have any questions about my shoe shining method, let me know and I'll try to get back to you.